Are you ready?
Action.
Hey, Victory Martial Arts, how are you? I'm Anthony B. I'm here with the Bull of the Month, Joe Ellis from our Forest Park Academy. He's a tremendous man. He gives of himself all the time. He's very, very unselfish, and that's one of the attributes that I look for in a Bull of the Month. He comes in here and he trains very, very hard, but that's one aspect of Bull of the Month. The other aspect of Bull of the Month is that he always looks out for somebody else. He always puts himself out there to help other people, and that's really a tremendous thing. So congratulations,
Thank you, sir.
Joe. Joe, tell me, how long have you been training with us?
About 8 months or so.
Okay. And tell me, why did you come in?
Initially, I spoke with you on the phone briefly, and it's something you mentioned that martial arts training will develop many aspects of your life, and it really does. That's the reason why I came in. I've been wanting to train for a while, and it was just a great opportunity to start training.
You know, I do hear that quite often, that people come in here for that reasons, you know, to push themselves and kind of do something that's maybe out of their ordinary box, that they step outside of the box. So, you know, since you've been coming in, you know, how has this helped? How has it expanded your life? How has it made it better?
It seems like it develops confidence. I mean, physical fitness develops confidence generally, and the martial arts training seems to develop in a more powerful way. So it develops confidence, not just in here, but also a sense of teamwork here and outside of the training arena.
Awesome, awesome. So, Joe, tell me, what is a typical day like for you? I mean, when you get up, what time do you get up? What do you do? You know, what's a typical day in Joe's life?
A typical day would be getting up. It varies from 7 to 8 o'clock or so. I spend a little time, actually, first time in the morning is what we refer to at church as talk, time alone with God. I mean, try to set myself up for the day, kind of be grounded and steadfast, focus on that. And then it's some light training, light physical fitness. And then I work more than a full-time day, you know, oftentimes 14 hours a day, you know, 12 to 14 hours a day. So that's pretty much a day, and that's it.
Okay. And in a typical day, what's the best time of the day usually for you?
Best time of the day would be probably after.
I would imagine probably first thing you get up in the morning when you say you have that time with God, I'd probably imagine that would be probably a really important, a very good time of the day. But other than that,
sure.
What would be the best time of the day?
Well, from a mental focus standpoint, I would say at the end of the day after work, it's kind of time to let down and relax a little bit and just enjoy the day, basically, at that point.
Right.
You know.
So tell me, do you find it hard or difficult to get motivated sometimes to come in?
Sure. I mean, I think everyone does. It's something Mr. Ricardo has mentioned. The big thing is breaking that whole thing of the comfort zone. And here we definitely do it. And it's like with the guys training here, you know, it's an honor to receive the Bull of the Month and so forth. But really, it's all the guys here. I mean, I wouldn't be the Bull of the Month without them. I mean, the encouragement to motivate me and also just flat out carry me at times when you can't get through it on your own. I mean, that's what team is all about. It's really like a family here, and that's what it's all about. You know?
Awesome. And I asked, you know, if you watch these, I asked this to everybody, because it is difficult sometimes to motivate yourself to come in. I mean, come on, we're all human, and sometimes you're just like, man, I just don't feel like it today. But on those days, you tell me, on those days, when you come in, how do you feel after you work out?
You feel better. I mean, it's a sense of accomplishment. It's, you know, you broke that whole thing of the comfort zone. I mean, it develops discipline for sure, and it's getting started. That's the key thing. It's like Mr. Ricardo mentioned to me. You know, once you get past your first month of training, that's the key thing. It was true. I mean, the first day I was here, I almost passed out. I mean, you probably remember that you had to open the door because I wasn't acclimated. And breaking that barrier of the first month was a key thing for me, and it sounds like from what Mr. Ricardo mentioned, it's common for many people, you know, getting started.
Sure.
So.
And just like anything in life, you know, you got to be steadfast, and sometimes that's not easy. So, you know, you just got to get in there and do it. And then, like I always say, sometimes it's the hardest thing to walk into the gym, but it's always the best to walk out of the gym. You know, you just feel like $1 million. So tell me, along those lines, what's your most memorable moment of training since you've been here? Other than the fact that you almost passed out the first time, what is your most memorable?
Well, most memorable is really the camaraderie with the other students here. It's something when you learn a technique, it actually clicks when you're able to do it almost second nature. That's really a key thing. It's a sense of accomplishment, sense of achievement, and it makes all the training and everything you guys instill in us pay off. I mean, it's like, you know, we want to make sure that you're proud of us. I mean, we want to do the right thing. So when that happens and it clicks, it's really satisfying. It's really rewarding.
Well, let me just say that I'm proud of every one of my students. Everybody gives me 100% most of the time, and if I don't, then I make sure you do. Yeah, I really impressed with the diligence in the school, and that's why I looked at Joe, and he exemplified that. So I wanted to make sure that I made sure that, you know, we see what that meant, and I'm glad you said that. Any final thoughts? Maybe say something to somebody who's thinking about coming into the academy or thinking about starting to train. What would you tell them? What would be a word of advice you would give them?
Well, I'd say that I'm 44 years old. I mean, if I can do it, I think pretty much anyone can do it. The first thing is just breaking the barrier of getting started. I mean, come in and talk with Mr. Bonacani or with Mr. Calderon. Ask questions. I mean, get in there, ask the questions that you have. But if you've ever been thinking about training, it's a great place to train. At least for me, I mean, I'm glad I did. I have no regrets about doing it from a physical fitness standpoint, as well as just developing confidence and a sense of teamwork and so forth. And it will definitely enhance your life in many ways. So I highly encourage you to do so. That's pretty much it.
Thank you so much. This is the Bull of the Month for the month of January. We will be having somebody for the month of February. I'm always on the lookout for you, so if you're Bull of the Month, I'll get you. But other than that, thank you very much, Joe.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
And everybody, have a great day.